Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When I was trying to get to this podcast off the ground, I had so many questions. How do I record an episode? Where do I find my background music? How do I get my show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places people like to listen? Where do I find the advertisers? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing and monetizing your podcast. And best of all, it's 100% free and 100% ridiculously easy to use. So, if you want to start a podcast, go to anchor.fm/start to join me and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast. Happening now. I am covering Comic-Con Day 3. We're going to cover everything from trailers to, of course, the Clone Wars and the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. But although I am not going to start off this episode without breaking news. Breaking news! Justice League Dark has a sequel announced. And the name of this movie is called Justice League Dark Apocalypse War. Apocalypse War. Wait, I think they misspelled Apocalypse. Or maybe it's there's a film named Apocalypse. And we'll see the return of John Constantine. And a star with the short-lived NBC series, Constantine, making a return as the character. Once a title character, who is now on Legends of Tomorrow. Even though we are about to get a sequel with Keanu Reeves of Constantine. That's a no-go, and speaking of no-goes, that Keanu Reeves has shaved his beard. He had shaven his beard for the role of Ted in Bill and Ted 3. However, we are, of course, closing in. We are closing in for the Comic-Con Day 3, and yet we are, of course, heading to DC, and yet we're going to be covering the Clone Wars, Movie Trivia Schmoedown, and other comics. That's what we're going to be covering. And to tell you the truth, that is going to be a lot to cover. And I'm going to be writing this one down for more information on the episode for DC Monday. And of course, the Marvel Tuesday and the Wednesday Awakens. But yet, if there's anything happening in Geek, I would do the Geek news on Thursday. On Thursday or Monday. That's up to me. Breaking news! And this time, It's about the preacher. It gets a trailer. And I just saw it. Where we see Hitler in the bar. And Hitler playing tennis. It involves the character of the preacher with season 4. It says the end of the world, Apocalypse 2020, the end of the world. Sorry, I had a lot for breakfast. Just like that. And then it said, Preacher, and then the subtitle, the final season. Wow, this is, of course, 2019 and 2020 is the era of final seasons. First, with the Arrowverse ending. Oh, well, not the Arrowverse completely, but Arrow. The start of the Arrowverse, or DCW universe as I like to call it, is coming to an end. And of course, we are heading to Preacher with the show's final season. And that's the now. But before Preacher announced that this is the final season, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has announced Season 7 will be, of course, the final season. And Game of Thrones already wrapped up with their final season. As like I say, this is, of course, the year of the final seasons. And maybe DuckTales hasn't announced, well, they already announced that Season 3 will be up. That Season 3 is right now in production. And we already know that Star vs. Forces of Evil has wrapped up their show. But 2019 and 2020, brace yourself for the final seasons. But I wish Chicago shows or Law and Order SVU have a final season, you know? Well, not SVU, because I prefer that more than Chicago. I hope Chicago will be taken out of the TV on NBC, because I'm not a huge Chicago fan, to be honest. But that's what I would say in my hilarious form. But this is me as the news anchor. Brace yourself for the seasons. For the final seasons of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Arrow, and Preacher. Yes, and I will keep you updated if there's more shows or TV coming up. But I should be getting to one Star Wars, so I would put it down and I would break it down. And I would definitely break this down completely with the trailer. And it's time to say goodbye to Preacher. Breaking news regarding Comic-Con. And I got this tweet from Geeks and Gamers at Geeks and Gamers Con. Well, with an M, not an N. Ruby Rose is not appearing at Comic-Con 2019 due to his shooting commitments in Vancouver. And Ruby Rose, who is playing Batwoman, says she is devastated to miss this year's convention. And like I say, I'm just doing this as a report. I'm just doing this as a report, not. I'm being professional like a news anchor, but I am not like that. But you know, it says I understand completely because because you gotta shoot some episodes. You gotta shoot some episodes before airing it, because that is, of course, one of the nothing's value at a loss. But however, that's understandable. But now, at any time, I should return to being a normal Comic-Con. And then I'm gonna end day 3 with the Schmoedown. The Movie Trivia Schmoedown at Comic-Con. Breaking news. It's another breaking news regard to The Walking Dead that was shown on day 2. As Danai Gurria has announced that the 10th season of The Walking Dead will be her last as Michonne. Even though it may be sad that this is going to be the last time we see Michonne, hopefully she will be on the pursuit to find Rick Grimes, who may survive the bridge explosion, because in the comic books, Rick Grimes, he dead in the comics. But however, the fans hope that Michonne don't ever end up in a horrible fate. And she had stated in her final appearance at Comic-Con, she stated that this is her last. And as we see Gurria and Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who plays Negan, the villain, heading to a redemption story in this show, sharing a hug. Now, it's nothing like inappropriate or anything, but this is the sweetest moment when she said the TWD family is forever. That was she stated, and that was the best moment. Put this in one of the greatest moments at Comic-Con 2019. Michonne and Negan hug at Comic-Con. No. Yeah, just like I say when Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Norman Reedus have a bromance, They both have a bromance. Yet, we are headed towards another breaking news. But yes, I will keep you updated on other hand. I will keep you guys updated. But I hope not to give you any more breaking news so we can get to the topics to talk about. Like Star Wars and, DC programming. Well, not DCU, that's already gone. And get ready. But get ready, everyone, as I will keep you updated for more Comic-Con. Breaking news. regarding Comic-Con. Well, this breaking news is, of course, Star Trek related. And it's regarding to Picard. That Brett Spencer, who is famous for Data, will be making an appearance, will return for Star Trek Picard. Now I got this source from IndieWire by Hannah Goen. Forgot it. Hard to pronounce his name, but it says Star Trek Picard trailer. Data and 7 and 9 are back for a new adventure. And it says it's time for Picard to engage once again in the brand new trailer for Star Trek Picard, which should drop at the Comic-Con panel CBS Sunday. On a panel were Sir Patrick Stewart, Alison Pill, Michelle Hurd, Evan Evagora, Isa Perón, Santiago Caballera, Harry Treadway, executive producers Alex Kurtzman, Michael Chabon, Akiva Goldman, Kristen Breyer, and Heather Caden. And just say we regret the absent possibility the most important individual on the production. And Patrick Stewart just said, "No, I am not talking about Jonathan Frakes. No, the absent we feel like is the dog. We want to have him here." But he was excited to come. His name, by the way, is De Niro. I'll be having an ongoing role to play the series. But although this panel also revealed Brett Spencer as Data and Jerry Reyes, Borg 7 of 9, will reunite with Picard. Jonathan Del Toro played Hugh 35 will also join the cast. Although they were not at Comic-Con, Chabot revealed that Marina Sirtis and Frakes, who played Dana and William, will also be back. And there you have it, everyone. That's going to be it for the breaking news regarding the Comic-Con. So I will keep you up to date, and I will be back for keeping up with the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Okay, I guess that'll be it for the breaking news, but now we're back. And at Comic-Con, Charles Soule, in the publishing, has announced that The Rise of Kylo Ren will be the next story with Charles Soule announced a 4-issue miniseries. Could not contain his excitement. Can't believe I'm doing this. But however, there's more to talk about. Then we got Return of Vader's Castle. Will be coming back for the series, but focuses on the bad guys. Then we got some panelists with Timothy Zahn. Then we got E.K. Johnson as a surprising character to come. But of course, But of course, we're gonna have everything to talk about, but yet, the rest will be revealed on the Wednesday Awakens. But the rest I will be revealing will come on the Wednesday Awakens. Yes, welcome to day 3 of Comic-Con again, and this time it's involving the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. We got a new #1 contender. Well, even though I was getting ready to clock out for work, I missed what happened with round 1 because of the question that Kevin Smets half did it. But in round 2, Kevin Smets went first, and then he got the category of Harry Potter. And he did not miss singly. And then Navarro was at low points. And then he spun and he got opponent's choice. Which is the courtesy of, which is of course the courtesy of, like, of Middle Earth. Sorry, it's just trying to close the window so no one can hear me. However, bro was not that good. And one of the answers he got right was of course, and he had multiple choice. But then the next multiple choice was about a bird at the Hobbit. It was saying it was a sparrow, but that was incorrect. The actual bird species was a thrull. But then one, and then the last one, he did not get. If you're low in score, you're not eligible for multiple choice. And that was lights out for Hector Garavo, or whatever his name is, but Kevin Smets is the new #1 contender, and he'll be going to face Mike Kalanowski or of course Rachel Two Belts Cushing. No, Rachel the Crusher Cushing, or as I like to call her, Rachel Two Belts. Because she's got both the Inner Geekdom Championship and the Teams League Championship. And now I'm going to be watching this, and I'm going to do a review on it, because the match is about to begin now. Now we got the championship match with Rachel Two Belts Cushing going against Mike Kalanowski, leader of Corruption. And then we saw the intro with 10 knapsack, where Kalanowski did the dumbest thing, grabbed the hoodie, and he stepped on it. Grabbed the mask that broke the wings, and crushed it. And then Ken Knapsack just runs his mouth again. He just runs his mouth again. And says something. So then, Mike Kalanowski cut that promo, and then he said, "We will all bow to me. You will not be champions, you will all bow to me. As I'll become Mikey 3 belts." Yeah, good luck with that, Kalanowski. And then we see Rachel in the Lord of the Rings attire. Maybe she's wearing the Galadriel. I don't know. And then we get to round 1, which consists of 10 questions. And it was 9-7. Rachel was leading. There was one that Kalanowski missed. Okay, 2 is Middle Earth and the DCEU. And Rachel just missed one with Marvel, not the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And it's who voiced Aunt May. To tell you the truth, it's been 5 months since I've seen Aunt May. And then we get to the wheel round. It spins and it lands on who said it. And then Kalanowski voiced it and it lands on Middle Earth. And then the Rizzindale, which he answered D. I forgot. And that was the incorrect answer. And then Rachel Stills successfully. And then next multiple choice, he got it right. And then there was one question of the name of the weapon. And then he's a goblin cleaver, but they say that was incorrect. But actually, the ruling is the judges are actually going to accept the answer because it does cleave the goblins. Well, 2 more, he got it right without multiple choice. And then Rachel has got 1 wrong answer D, the voyage country. The voyage country. And Kalanowski answered with a Klingon name, which film, and he answered with Versus Spock, which is correct. When Rachel avoids who said it and then lands on Star Trek. Could have been Star Wars because I'm really good at Star Wars. Then she got all of them right without the help of multiple choice. Then the lead was 3 points. But the tables have turned for the third one. And then turn. That was the lesson we should learn, and then lands on DC. Then answers with, of course, the Green Lantern. And Rachel answered 2315, but the actual answer was, and they both wagered 3 points. The actual answer was 1815. And then Kalanowski did it. And then round 4, Rachel only gained 1 point. She lost 1 over the question of who did Tony Stark meet at the end of The Incredible Hulk. And he met with General Ross. And then, of course, Kalanowski got the lead. And then Rachel did her best, answers 3 correctly, leads to 25. But here's the problem. Mike Kalanowski has 21 points. And then he answered 2 right. And then he's the new champion. Damn it, Kalanowski. That's what everyone would say. That's what I would say. But however, this is the news regarding to Comic-Con. We have a new #1 contender and a new champion. But then the 2 embraced each other. And first with Rachel, she was really devastated. Not because she lost the belt, but, she did tear it up a bit. And then we can get to Mike Kalanowski and corruption. But I think we're heading to a Mike Kalanowski face turn. That's what I'm thinking of. That's what I'm thinking of. Mike Kalanowski turning face. That would never happen, but it's going to happen. But, but who knows? And Mike Kalanowski did make a promise that he will be Mikey 3 belts. But in a surprise of that event, former Inner Geekdom Champion Kalanowski has returned. then asked Mike Kalanowski for a challenge, and then he said, I'll be back at you. I'll be right back at you. It's not yes, not no, but he will still decide on that. Then they walk out. But that was an interesting match, despite of Mike Kalanowski getting the championship. That match is like, it's just like, I don't know, it's more like a WrestleMania, like The Undertaker versus like Brock Lesnar. But that's gonna do about it for Geek News, featuring the Movie Trivia Schmoedown at Comic-Con. I will be back tomorrow, cover day 4 of. I'll be back doing day 4 of Comic-Con, which might be the last day. Alright guys, that's gonna do about it, and I'm MegaMr46. I will see you guys tomorrow on Comic-Con of Geek News.